We see movies like Lucy talk about the tiny percentage of our brain that we're using at any given point in time. And what I continue to see in the people around me is that we have about a 66% clear view of the world at any given point. And it's almost like, because of how much we were taught that our pain is both so important and so important to not talk about or share with anyone ever, that we're only ever going to see 66% of the picture. And you can see this in the equation of when a person has things that they've decided about their body, and they have things that they know about their mind. Their soul is more likely to have more of a variation in either direction. What we don't get is that this is a good thing. Our emotions are supposed to be an indicator for when there is room for growth. Not a bad thing that we just hide and shove away because it's uncomfortable. But because our scope of where society begins is kind of honestly in high school, like middle school and high school, we've just carried that on throughout the ages, and it was made to make zombies and robots. But it's not just emotions, it's variability and difference, and it's not just the school system, it's fucking religion and science and the government and mental institutions and everyone in the whole world, and parents, their kids, and everywhere. And a lot of the times we come up against these situations where these people feel these feelings because of our actions, and we don't see why they would do that. And so because we had no intention to hurt them, we feel like, well, that's not my problem. And the thing that has been the most painful about all of this life math bullshit that I've been spewing is applying this equation to situations in which I was previously blind to see why the pain exists. If I had had this metaphorical information sooner, I wouldn't have caused all the pain that I didn't see as pain, because I had been hurt so much and I don't see it as painful because I just get through it. I just ignore it. That's what people do. Now, I'm actually really proud of myself because I let myself be a bipolar person, or BPD, or narcissistic, or whatever you want to call me, and all of the various versions that I am. Now, the important thing that you need to know about me is that those words mean the same thing to me on a level as, say, the word black or gay. It's a word, it's a search term for community, in my opinion. Whether the person I am was born or bred into me, there are other people who have had the problems that I'm having, and they learned enough stuff that if I learn it too, I can fix mine. What's really unique about me is I'm actually a professional learner, because I was homeschooled since I was like 7 years old, and then in college since I was 14, like I have a really good idea of how to learn. What was super awesome about that was that I was able to learn in environments that were way less than most other people's. But the always came back in when the tests were coming around.